Right, here we go. Welcome back to the channel and to another stream. And here we are then, the new daily races on GT7. So, as we always do on Monday, I'll have a look and see what the new dailies have got in store. See what's going on in the world of GT7. So, Sardinia today, I thought a good idea, bed ourselves in, and then we'll take the week on, I think, from there. So, bit of Sardinia in the GTR Nismo, because why not? But I think, looking at the state of play, this update last week has done one or two bits. Notably, it's turned the Viper into the, well, the Group 3 meta. By the look of it anyway, it's up there, isn't it, the Viper? So, we'll see a few of those around today, I'm pretty sure. One or two others, no doubt, in the mix as well. So, we'll take a Viper. 1 minute 40. We'll make sure our wheel is in. No issues like last week. And we'll get ready. Bit of warming up then. What we got on with 12 minutes. That's quite good. Get warmed up. See how many Vipers we're going to get today, then quite a few, I reckon. Hey, okay, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Bit off there, we break in. Oh. Hello MDG, welcome into the stream, back to tuning in, hope all is well. I'm still beating your time, dunno Kev, not too sure. I've not looked, popped on earlier to set a time on my main account, but I've not checked the leaderboards since then. Get settled in. Sardinia, yeah, go on the rear. Could be alright on there. Right, the first proper go at it then. Not too bad. The Viper's a beast. Yeah, I had a bit of a go at it as well earlier, the Viper. It is a beast. Can't seem to get used to it though, the Viper. It does struggle a little bit for us anyway. I think I'm on 41.9 on the main account in the Nismo. Right, we tapped the water last lap, so try not to do that. There we go. Or 41s maybe? Just about. Hello game plan, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in, hope all is well. Alright, 41s. I think the Nismo, it's on par with the Vipers, so we'll see how we get on with it. But the Viper is a beast going up the hill in particular, it's very good on that. Yeah, so from here, straight to the top of this hill, the Viper is rapid. See why people are using it. Right, 5 more minutes to get myself maybe a bit quicker. Right, it's not too bad. 41's what we're doing at the minute. 3.5 minutes until the first race comes in. There's one or two scruffy bits we need to work on. This corner's one of them. This one here. Right, so 141 coming in. Not bad. See how we get on with it as we go through. $141.955. Not too bad coming in then. See how we get on with it as we go through the Sardinia. So 41.7 on there. Oh, just a bit off my main account. 41.943. And we've got very good time. Kev, 141.918. Very good. That is a GG's. Good time on there. The, what was the, in the Viper. Gonna have to watch out for these Vipers in here today. Short shifter. I think the Viper is the short shifter. Well, when I was driving it, I was shifting about 3/4. About 3/4 on the Viper up the rev gauge. And it was going a bit when it was doing that. Right, but I was thinking, yeah, the Nismo is a good car on this track, generally. So, I reckon we'll be in the mix at least. Where is it? Yeah, I've gone down a bit since earlier, but yeah, Vipers are going to be filling up the grid today. Right, starts here. How many Vipers are going to be in the first race at Sardinia? And it is... Yeah. Wow. 4 of us that are not in Vipers. And the... But again, yeah, we're in the mix. We're faster than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Vipers. And we've got Co-Weed at the front on P1 in the Viper. Nice to see Co-Weed again. GL with the 41.8. Yeah. Right. I'm the highest placed non-Viper. No pressure on that one. Hello, Alan. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. And hello, Farouk, as well. Welcome into the stream. And a big thanks for becoming a member as well. Massively appreciated. Absolute hero. And hope, as always, all is well. Joining us for a bit of Viper madness. Look at them. Angry looking Vipers. No pressure. The Vipers, they're quite low to the ground. They're quite sleek looking. There, you can see us from like a mile away. We stick out like a sore thumb in our Nismo. It's quite a big, bulky car compared to the Vipers. They'll see us coming from a mile away in this thing. Will be very, very easy to spot. Right, first race. Wow, look at it. Look at it go. Blimey. Nowhere to go there. And big thanks, Alan, for the 2 months as well. Absolute hero, massively appreciated, as always. And thanks to the GLs as well. Appreciate those as well. We're going to have our workout in this one. Look at them. They're just all sitting, waiting. Come on, guys, wait for me. This is pretty bad already. Look at this gap, 2 seconds already. He must be getting proper frustrated. He can't get through. Everyone's getting away. There goes one. Right, stay with these three best we can. Maybe 2, but no, going to be 3 still. Round, yeah, let's keep going. That is so quick off corners. No, I'm trying to avoid them. No. And that's it, racing the bin. That one's over. Should have just kept it straight and just whatever happened was going to happen. Right, 4 seconds, not going to be, might get caught. The Viper's very quick round here. Right, final lap. Bring this one in. Hello, going good. Welcome to the stream. Back to tuning in. Hope all is well on Happy Monday. Let's get this one over the finish line. Well, there we go. Not ideal for the first one. Somebody going out and then we go out ourselves trying to go round them so they could rejoin. We'll finish in, was it 13th in the end? Yeah, 13th. Was quite a good race, I thought, up to that point. It would have been, well, we were best of the rest in that one up until that point of going out. Right, we'll get back into quali. Try to work on our time. Oh, 9 minutes. Not too bad the wait time, I suppose, in this one. Right. Jumping. Yeah, warm-up race. And that is it, warm-up race. The first one always is. Yep, cheers for GG's as well. Appreciate it, as always. Right, qualifying. See how it goes now. Follow 9 back through there. Try to get a bit of commitment on that one. Hello Demos, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in, hope all is well. 5.5 minutes to get time in. Might be new PB, maybe. '41, just about. Oh, I got that one wrong. Bit little wide on that one. 2.5 minutes to go. I think we're set. I think it's a new PB. It's saying it is, so it must be 41.931. We're chipping away. Yeah, thanks, going good. The GGs and the great time, appreciate it. I think 41.5, I think, is fastest I've gone in the Nismo on this one. Going backwards. But yeah, the Viper seems to be what we're dealing with today on Sardinia. Hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 races that are not too bad. And the Vipers, they can just kind of take us along. But if I tow up the hill in the Viper and just sit and wait for them to fall off the track, and then yeah, we'll go through, we'll take the position and just go from there. Really, it's going to be very hard to beat the Vipers on raw pace around here, but we'll give it a try nevertheless. Yeah, thanks Alan as well, appreciate the GGs as well. Right, a minute to go until the next one. I think it's safe to say we will not be using the Viper on Wednesday, on the next episode of Last to A. I think the Viper can be omitted from the list straight away. We're not using that. Definitely not. So I think the Viper can definitely get crossed off that, well, right now, really. Got to restart the laptop and then get on the rig. Yeah, no worries, Farrick. Big thanks for tuning in, and big thanks again for supporting the channel as well. Massively appreciated. And we'll no doubt see you again very, very soon. But I think Going Good's just pretty much summed it up, really. Like the Viper, doesn't like me. Yeah, I'm basically the same, basically. It's got a lot of bite out of corners, but it's just a case of using that bite out of corners to your advantage. I'm not really used to it, and then, oh yeah, round it goes. P6. These are going to be rough. P6. Top 5 are all in Vipers. Six-tenths away from P1. Right, as ever. As ever, give it a go. Right, brake balance on. 5 to the rear. Traction control switched off. We are going to stick out like a sore thumb yet again. There we are, yep. You can see us from a mile away once again in the GTR Nismo. Right, here we go. Yeah, cheers Kev for the gels, and Alan as well, appreciate it. Have a look at this one on P6 and the Nismo. We're not competing with that. I mean, we're rapid off the start line. Come on, Nissan. Get a tow up the hill. It's a good idea. Yeah. Just coming off the corner, and they, yeah, collateral again. Yeah, cheers, game plan. Hello, Johnny. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Bike's got into the barrier just up there. Right, let's get for the one in front then. Just pull a bit down the straight though, the Viper. The top three are going at it. Maybe I don't know, they might come together. Right, we've got a lap to go. I think Ferrari is not out of it just yet. I'll hit the wall. Nah, we'll lose time all the way up here now. Might do a little bit to the Ferrari. Cause a crash though. Well, there we are. Not too bad, P5. We can stick with them, for the most part, the Vipers. But the top three, they were getting a bit of a march on, weren't they? The top three disappearing in their, well, top four actually, in their Vipers. Just a case of, don't make any mistakes, and you should be fine. The GTR finishing in P5. It's a quick car though, the Vipers. I was trying it earlier, and definitely going up the hill, it pushes very nicely going up there, the Viper. Nice drive on corners as well, coming off corners. If you are able to tame it. Put the tyres on. Right, we'll jump back in. We've got 8 minutes. It's not too bad. If it's more a track that you're okay at, but not really, then I suppose the wait time can feel a bit longer. But this one, it's Sardinia. We do quite a lot of Sardinia as it is, so it's not as bad. Try and push the quality time a bit on here. Yeah, thanks to GGs, appreciate it. As always, we've got 7 minutes until the next run at Sardinia then. So yeah, we can compete. It's just a case of how much we're going to be able to compete as the week goes on, once everyone's sussed out the Viper And they've got it down into the 1 minute 39s at the top of the leaderboard. Well, just about. .8, and that's a new PB. Oh, this corner's always a bit ugh with us. This one as well. Trying to hold the throttle to not spin out. Viper, I was spinning out all over the place in that thing earlier on there. This one not too bad. Just kind of third gear stamp on it without crashing into the barrier. Already a 10th down though, so it's still get a decent time from that, 10th an hour. Oh, spin. Right, 41.8, I think. Well, it's telling me it's a new PB. .245. Got maybe one more lap we can try. Right, 41.8. I think that's a new PB. It looks like it. Right, 41.8. That's where we are a minute. Not too bad. 743 on there. Right, how many Vipers are we going to get in this one? Could be a fun challenge. How many Vipers do we race across the whole stream this evening? I'd say it'd be quite a few. At least 20, I would say. Even if we do the normal number of races, we'd still get... Well, this one's got pretty much everyone. I can't... Oh, there's an Ismo in P9. Right, there's an Ismo in P9. There's a 4C. And there's an RCZ. That's about it. What we're dealing with. We're also in a quicker lobby. Got a few in this one. Got classified in this one as well. In the Viper. Well, underdogs today, I think we are. Go and eat. Yep, no worries, Alan. Enjoy your food, and thanks for tuning in. As always, very much appreciated. Well, no doubt see you again very soon. We've got the all St. Timers game plan pretty good. I'm guessing yours is not in the Nismo. I think the Nismo is... I don't know, again, it keeps up. It's just a case of you have to just hope that you don't fall off the road. It will be the case in this one. Fall off the track at any point. The Vipers will disappear into the distance, and that'll be that. Right. All we can do, put on the loud pedal and see how it goes. I just put the indicator on. Go on. Left lane, all yours. Off you go. Not doing anything about that. That is going to be the norm of these races in the Viper. Oh, this one's going to be awkward to get a result. The Viper's one thing, fast drivers in the Viper is another. There's quite a few of them in this one. Right, one down. The train of Vipers in front. It's quite close though, so we'll see what happens. Quick thinking, yeah, I saw the hazard lights come on, and I thought they're going to be slower with the hazard lights switched on. I was kind of thinking they've surely not paused the game when we're in such a technical part of the circuit. I mean, do it on this bit, totally fine, but a bit awkward doing it on the other bit. And it's classified in the wall. Those guys indicators on, we'll go past them then. Get it back in a minute when you go up the hill. Leave me behind, eating your dust in a minute going up the hill. You're just sitting and waiting, and that thing is absolutely rapid, the Viper. In that one, well, let's see what happens. We need to try and get closer to the in front, don't we? Terrible. We'll lose time in there now. Hello Borat, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in and hope all is well. I don't know, we're still in it really, 7 seconds, it's just that we need a lot of help to stay in it. That's the thing about this one in the non-meta. Well, the car that isn't the Viper. still very close at the front, looking at the radar. Something could happen. Here we go. Well, big thanks to the bumps along the way, trying to work together, the non-Vipers, to keep ourselves in the mix as best we can. But I think it's safe to say, look at the results in a minute, and the results are going to speak for themselves in this one. Very truly indeed. Pretty much. Well, there you go, that's that one then. The first Viper. Sorry, the last Viper was classified, and then, yeah, well... Oh, there you go. That's the story of Daily Race B so far this week. Blimey. Almost could be last to A today, really. The way it's... Well, the way that most of it's gone at the minute. It just casually kicks us out. But I don't do very well in the Viper, so I'm going to have to persevere in what we've got, which is the Nissan GT-R Nismo. Yep, cheers, going good. Appreciate the GGs, as always. Right, so we're going to jump back to the action. 7-8 minutes. Where we for the global ranking. I was going to... Oh, BMW and 2 Ferraris, Genesis. Yes, right. I think that's definitely, like I say, one car we will not be using on Wednesday. Well, if we are doing this race, that's the thing about it. I have got a couple of bits for last to A now that I've done to, well, to just to get, I don't know whether it's a fairer selection or just so we can try to structure it a bit better with what Daily Race we're doing and what cars in particular we're going to be using for that daily. I mean, if the Daily Race has got a specified car, like Daily Race C has this week, then obviously just go with that. But the other ones, 1 or 2 bits in place to help choose the cars that we're going to use. Probably the Nismo, the way we're looking at the minute. Bit jittery on there. Couldn't even let you have the top time. Apologies, Kev. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry if you were upset by that one. It is still a very good time. It is still a very good time that you've got on this daily. And if you have got a hang of the Viper, then don't think you're going to be too far away from this one at all, really. If that's a consolation for not being on the top of my leaderboard anymore. Got 3 1/4 in this one. This corner I still can't seem to... Some laps it turns in, some laps it doesn't. This one's exactly the same. It's a bit jittery on the exit. This corner not too bad, just don't scrape the barrier going through. You won't use the Viper, well, I don't really do very good in the Viper, which is the reason I'm not using it. So, you're in the Viper, you've got the hang of it. There is every chance, there is indeed every possibility that you can go back to the top of my leaderboard. And this lap won't be quick, but just get it. Well, it won't be now. Run into the barrier. Right, next one. More Vipers. Not as many, but there's definitely more Vipers. Right, we are in P4 on this one, in a Viper sandwich. Watch this race and then jump on. I'll be back. Well, you never know, Kev. Keep pushing. I think you won't be very far away at all. Get the hang of this car. On here. Right, Nismo. The Viper starts so quick, though. It's just a bit of, well, can't do nothing about it, really. It goes off the start line. And you've got 3, 4, 5 of them behind you. It's just a case of, well, I'm going to have to let at least one of you go, but I have to do what's needed for myself as well into the first corner and whatnot. But this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Oh, blimey. Oh, I need to learn to drive this car. That's on my to-do list. Learn how to drive the Dodge Viper. Yeah, cheers, going good. Appreciate the good luck, as always. Right, stay as we are. Keep it nice and straight. Take your pick. Go left side. You take your pick as well in the orange one. Alright, let's go up the hill. Let's get up the hill. I'm blind with they're circling behind me. They're like vultures, these Viper. Oh, goodness. Right, careful through here. Yep, cheers, carries off the GL. Appreciate it, as always. There they go. Meow. Both of them. Alright, just keep going. Right, this one's next. All I can do is try and get a bit of an undercut on them. Get a little bit of a run going up the hill, but not really. Now the Viper's in front, now it starts pulling. Right, the next group is en route. Just behind us now. The next pack of Vipers. The next pack is approaching. But if it drives like the Genesis, yeah, I think the Viper's quite a heavy car. Which, well, I mean, the Nismo's a heavy car, so I don't know. I mean, I get on with the Nismo, but not Viper as much. But they're both quite similar in weight, I believe. I don't know, just the way the Viper just drives doesn't really suit me in general. looks like the barrier. Right, stay with this one. I've got 2 laps to go. Right, let's try and stay in position then. We got brake balance on +5. Yeah, Nismo's the same, +5 on the brake balance. In this one, Viper's in front of Dual then. Let's see what comes of that. Gonna miss that corner. Should be safe from here, should be. They'll catch us, but the race will finish before they do. There we are. Aston behind us, V12. Take that one, 6.3 behind the leader. Not too bad. Did enjoy that race? Do feel free to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Be very much appreciated. Joining us on Sardinia. Where we are very much the underdogs today in the Nismo. Could almost be the last to A challenge that we started last week today. Except it's not, that's on Wednesday when we're doing that, but this could be, I mean, the Nismo, it could be one of the cars that we go for, and it could be. We've got to give it a bit of welly though to keep up in the Nismo. It's we have to we've got to be like I say, it's like Monaco Grand Prix. 1 foot wrong, that's it. You're toast. You're finished. The Vipers. Oh, see ya. Don't want to be yet. That's it. Enjoy the drive by yourself at the back of the grid because you're not catching up. Because that's how it works. Alright, 7.5 minutes until the next one. Yeah, good luck, Kev. Going back on GT7. We'll see how you get on as the leaderboard updates on our end. It's the case of hanging in there and then taking driving lessons in the Viper when we get rounds to doing it, if we can do it or not. But I think the time's pretty decent down the Nismo. It does go pretty well on Sardinia. I think the Porsche is another good Group 3. Well, it was a good Group 3 car pre-update. Genesis, obviously, that's good. BMW's good as well on this track. The Nismo's a nice all-rounder, I think. Right, 5.5 minutes of qualifying. See how it goes. throttle braking was a bit not bad, but could have been better. Bit late on that one. Right, 41.8 is still our fastest lap. Not too bad. Got 41.8, so we'll go with that. Right, it's going to chuck us, I think, back in a higher lobby. I'm still P5 though in this one. I think main account's going to be Vipers. Well, I think every race will be Vipers at least. 12 out of 16 runners on the main account. But here we are, P5 in the Nismo. Beetle. Nismo Beetle. Ferrari V12 Vantage, and that's basically about it. That's the support class. The support, bit like the touring car Independence back in the day. You had the obviously the main field, Renault, Vauxhall, Ford and Co, and then you had the Independents, the likes of Matt Neal and whatnot at the back of the grid, turning up in their, I think Nissan Primeras, I think one or two of them, running as the Independents in the Independent series. We are the guest entry to this race in on Nissan GT-R Nismo. Although, I didn't notice that there's a V12 Vantage going to lead us out in this one. Right, so how we're going to get on. Right, standard procedure. Pick a side, go for it, off you go. Right side this time. Oh, mate. It's me. Oh, this one's in the bin. Oh, that's that one. Ugh. Got on the brakes too late for T1. And by that point, it's too late. You can't really go anywhere other than, well, 2-second penalty. What could have been worse? Yeah, cheers, Kev, the GLs as well. Hello, One. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Thanks for the good looks as well. Appreciate it, as always. Oh, blimey. 1 or 2 there. You know what I'm supposed to do there? Leap over the barrier to get out of the way, get out of the car and jump over the crash barrier. Wanted to see yellows, but it's green again. A bit of attrition going on in this one at the minute. 1 or 2 have gone off on the lap and a bit we've done so far. A bit laggy. Bit of lag again, just there. Well, watch out for this Viper. Oh, free bump round the corner. Take that. Keeps us in the running. Well, but this race was toast pretty much. Well, first corner, it went down the drain pretty much with the mistiming of the braking. The race was basically done by them, but it's just a case of, well, go out and wait for 20 minutes or just get on with it and get on with it, get it done. Well, yeah, that one was first corner. That race, that was it on that one. Go back into the next one, but yeah, I think cool down in the, cool dawn. It's a good race with them in the Aston though. But I think the Viper, a bit of an insistence there that they didn't want to finish last. I don't think in that one, from the way they were going, it was a bit like someone's going to finish last, and I tell you now, it's not going to be me, sort of thing. Because we can't be finishing last, can we? One of them. Yeah, cheers, going good. The GGs, appreciate it as always. We'll try the next one, not to outbreak ourselves on the first corner. Give ourselves an unnecessary mountain to climb. Well, the quality time's still quite good. 41.897. Restart that because it's skidding on the corner. Five minutes until the next one comes in. Still got 41.8 as our body lap. Don't feel too bad this one. Although, I think it'll still be a 41 something. It won't be... I might be, don't know. 42 again. I think it is a new record, only just though. The corner. That corner gets me quite a bit. Right, minute and 20. Hello Red Bull Gaming, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in, hope all is well. Any tips for a newbie driver? Avoid the carnage in e-lobbies. So tips to avoid the carnage in e-lobbies. I think it's just a case of being a bit patient with it, to be honest, and just a case of going with it and I'm guessing if you've just got into it, if you're in e-lobbies, if that is the case, just a case of just stick with it, really. The consistency will take you a very long way in sport mode. Not so much about exacting results, more consistent results, I find, is what will get you into higher lobbies in sport mode. And just taking it on from there, really. And just really just doing the best you can, really. Stay out of trouble as best as you can. Not always easy to do that, especially in e-lobbies. And like in this race, don't outbrake yourself at the first corner. Throw your race in the bin right at the beginning. Oh, I'll try not to do that again. One of those, you make little mistakes like that and they sort of stick with you for a little bit. It's a bit like, oh, why did I do that? Why, oh, why? You sit there for a lap or two thinking that was a stupid thing that I've just done. Now it's a case of, well, you can either quit the race or just get on with it and just see what happens. Is as much as there is to it, I think. Right, we're in 7th place in this one. Hopefully not too bad. Again, watch the first corner. A very loud note to self, that one. Right, don't outbreak ourselves again first corner. It doesn't screw the race entirely, but it can do, depending on what lobby you're in. Right, P7. Yeah, thanks one for the GLH check. Appreciate it. See what we can do, as always. This is a brand new race. However, standard procedure still applies. Pick a side. Off you go. Just waving through. It's stuff like that that can completely mess a race if you're not careful. That's gone as well. Right, if they shout at me, I'll wait for them, but I'm not sure, so to say anything will stop. I don't know anymore, just a bit. Another mistake on our part again before it. Yeah, thanks, Game Plan. Appreciate the good luck as well. Not your fault. Yeah, cheers, going good. I just thought a moment or two we might have had some bit of a part in it. You know, taking the penalty, so not much point passing then on the corner. Comes this one, I'm having a bit of a roughing at the minute. Can't seem to drive at the minute. I'm struggling a little bit. This one's not gone very well either. Hello Ali, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Good, thanks on this end. All is good. Just the drive in the last kind of half an hour or so has gone a little bit down the pan, but it's have to try and gather it back in a little bit if we can. Right, get this one finished before we could take anyone else off. We cause any more carnage. The race is finishing just in the nick of time by the look of it. Oh, it's 2 races we've forgotten how to drive. Right, I've got 8 minutes to work out how to start driving again. A couple of clangers, I think 4 or 5 actually recently. Right, 8 minutes before we come in. Yep, cheers for GG's as always, appreciate it. That is it though, blame it on Monday above everything else. It's always Monday. The new dailies on Monday, they always bring carnage along the way. I've got a bit of time before we go again. Minutes until the next race comes in. And then Wednesday, episode 2 of the Last A challenge. And we got to D lobbies before on that episode 1. But there are a couple of bits that I've made for it since episode 1. A couple of bits to help select what we're doing as well. So we'll put those into practice on Wednesday when we do that. Still can't beat it. Getting closer though. Good stuff, Kev. Keep going. I'm sure you'll beat it in the Viper. Sure you'll get that. Which race is this? This one? It's Daily Race B on Sardinia in sport mode. So it's the shorter daily race that we have each week. Group 3 cars, medium tyres for 5 laps. Six minutes, go to set a lap time in a minute. Yeah, that's the race. And then Daily Race C, I think, is... I think it's the Italian Grand Prix in Daily Race C, from what we can see of that one. A bit of a go in it earlier, Daily Race C. Those cars in Daily... That car in Daily Race C. Wowee. Bit of TC for that one for definite, that car in Daily C. Right, 5:50 on the clock. Hello, Ainu, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Hello from Ukraine. Well, thanks for tuning in from Ukraine. Hope all is well. Thanks, Lee. Good luck as well. Appreciate it. get a new record. Make sure for Wednesday as well we're on the right account for the last 2A. Don't go on this account and think, wow, we've got a qualifying time if we do this race on Wednesday. Right. Wrong account. Bear with me. Sort of thing. Let's get a bit of a faster run up to the start line. But yeah, just make sure we are using the right account on Wednesday when we do that. Not quite PB that one. I've got up time. Minute and 20 until the next one. Right, let's try and turn the tide in, well, but then turning the tide, it's making it sound so dramatic. It's not really. A better race, I think, than before. And the last couple. Worst things that can happen, that's the thing. So it's just a case of bearing that in mind. Get the race done, get on to the next one. So I can marathon training. You have a bad training session in marathon training. Well, I was stewing it for ages. Or bad races, they were worse bad races. A bad race. And there'd be people saying, oh yeah, you've done a really good time, really good result. And I'd be thinking, no, it flipping isn't. No, it is not. Oh, you get proper wound up over it. Proper involved in it as well at on that one. It's a bit like, well, to you it might be, but to me it's not. It's not good enough sort of thing. Go away, stew in it for a few days, work it through the system, and then back out again. think the same with this really. It's just a case of you have to sit in it for a bit, and then you come out the other side of it, and then well, just carry on again. That's it. Really. Hello Joe, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. All is well, thanks to GL. Appreciate it. As always. Any developments? Maybe. Quite possibly. We are near the end of July now, so there's quite possibly been a bit of a look here and there as to how we're going to get there this year. Right, here we go. We are in 4th place. Right, see how it goes in this one. Yeah, cheers for GLs, appreciate it, as always. Stay with these three if we can. Yeah, thanks for the good luck as well. Appreciate it, as always. Right, here we go. This is a very bunched up field at the minute. Pick your battles. Choose battles wisely. Oh. Yeah, this year I might actually try and go inside the Cologne Cathedral this time, because last year they wouldn't let me in because I had a suitcase with me, which was understandable because of the stairways and whatnot. So this year I'll try to organise a bit better and we can try and go in this time. Battle in front. A big thanks to iNoob for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. We're going to slow a bit because of that, but we're still running, that's the thing. Oh no, they're in a Viper. Well, I should have known. Right, okay. Oh no, there's 3 of them behind me. I think there's 2 of them at least. Oh no. It's how fast they catch, that's the problem we've got. I'm going to try and bump them past if we can. Incoming. Well, it is P4. In that one. I was trying to push the Aston past the Viper, but I think they got taken out, unfortunately, the first corner. I think they said sorry before, but I left the lobby before we... yes. There you go. Yeah, I was trying to push him past the... give him a run into T1, because the Viper's quick in a straight line. It's pretty rapid. And there we go. Yep, cheers, going good. And Juan and Joe and Kev for the GGs. Appreciate it, as always. Whoa. No, that one, that one. One. We are where we are, and that is 7 minutes to go until the next one. I don't know if it's because we go on, like, the weekends that we go on ETS2 and we plug this into the PC. I don't know if that's probably hasn't got anything to do with it at all, but I don't know. Just putting ideas out there as to I don't know. Some of the races very hit and miss. Some of the races that we end up having on the streams, just the way it is, I guess. It's just the way it is. It adds to the drama that is going on the racetrack. I'm quite pleased actually, because I looking for skins yesterday and I found a skin and I thought that I'll have that on my truck. It looks very nice, and it said it was 2020, and I thought, oh no, that's going to be, well, it's 5 years out of date, so that is going to be about, I don't know, 5 or 6 versions out of date on my game. Well, I'll try it anyway, why not? Because sometimes the skins do work, even though they're 5 years out of date, and this one did. I was like, yay, the skin works, and it looks fab. Lovely, I think it's like a saber-tooth type skin that I've got on my DAF XF Super Space Cab. Metallic. Oh, it looks lovely. Oh, I've got alloy rims on it and everything. Well, chrome rims on the truck as well. Chrome rims, wheel covers on the front, the official DAF ones. Got the mud flaps on it. The 2 big horns on the roof, air horns on the roof. With all of the... I think I've got the chrome badge on the front of the truck as well. Looks absolutely lovely. Right, 5 minutes to go. I've got a mod to put light bars on the roof and the front, so you can have like 20 odd different lights on your truck if you want. But that mod's currently not installed, I don't think, but I have got it. Here we are. It's like being on ice in some of the GR3s. I think with me sometimes it's the same. Or we have, well, like I've had today, but we have really just... We start off pretty well, and then the races kind of nosedive in the middle, and then they come back again towards the end. It's kind of how it goes on most of the streams with the daily races. It's a journey. It is for sure a journey. Hello Speedy, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Hope the race is not too bad. It's started off pretty well. One or two that have been just mistakes on our part, really, above anything else. Just coming in there, outbraking myself on turn 1 at the start of the race. P5 to last. That kind of thing. It's all good though, apart from that. Hello Philly, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Just found the channel. And what equipment are we using? All the stuff that we use is in the description of all the streams, all the videos. But quite simply, so GT Omega rig, Thrustmaster TGT 2-wheel with load cells for GT7. And then, well, yeah, just the PC for streaming on, and yeah, that's it, really. Minutes to go. Pull up next to the marshals in, what is it, the box thing that they stand in, and then they jump down when it's time to wave the flags or go to an accident or whatever. Right, 141.8. So Russ has come on, and yeah, he's gone 41 too. Well, not surprised. It is Russ. At the end of the day, very, very quick. Not surprised at all with that. Right. Not too bad. Bearing up 27 in the room at the minute. As we join a very fast lobby is what we join. I'm in P11. We've got Thunderdome in this one as well from some of the community races that we do, the 200 lappers. I'm pretty sure Thunderdome was in he was in the Hoxton race, wasn't he? Fleet Forest. I'm pretty sure we had him at Watkins Glen as well in Rory's back in May. In the Viper. Right, here we are. Then better get the elbows out in this one. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, thanks, Philly. Good luck. And going good as well. And Ali, appreciate it, as always. A+ lobby. Not too far off. Right, let's give it the bit. Oh, that's traction control. Going all the way up to 5. Got to work now. Yep, no worries, Joe. But thanks for tuning in. We shall no doubt see you again very soon. Right, this is going to be a tough one. Really let it hang there in that corner to get round. Got to go as well. Yep, no worries, Ali. Big thanks as always for tuning in. Appreciate it, and we'll no doubt see you again very soon. Right, come on, GTR. More than capable. Take it to these Vipers. try and stay with them. 2 laps run. Just keep going. Commitment. Right, one more lap to go. The Viper, yeah, I would say you're very right on that one. The Viper is the meta for this race, without question. Unless there is a dramatic change, which I can't see happening. The Viper is the meta. It sure is. Bit of wheel spin on that curb. Well, it'll be P7 to out the race. But there was a crash behind us. I think they were waiting up for him. The reason that we're P7. Some of the drivers are fast but not consistent. Yeah, I think so. Can set really proper blistering lap times, but then just can't really. It's holding that pace in a race, like for a race distance. Bit like 5Ks, really. Running 5Ks, you train at you train at quicker than race pace and think, oh, I can do this for 5K. Oh yeah, of course I can. It feels great in training. And then you start the 5K race, and it's a bit like, oh. Right, okay. We're less than a kilometre in, and I'm already struggling. It's the same with this as well. A lot of things from running to Gran Turismo is very strange. The way the way that we look at things around here. You set a really good lap in qualifying. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that. Going to the race, it's a bit like, well, I can't really drive this hardcore pace for like 5 laps or whatever it is straight. in the race with other drivers on the track as well. That kind of adds to it as well. It doesn't take much, as we've seen today, for it to become undone to a degree either. Yeah, thanks one for the GGs, appreciate it. As always, we are where we are. Seven minutes until the next race comes in. I think we've got definitely what we're going to do this one. That's we're queuing for. This account is accumulating some credits. Only thing is that I'd say we could buy some cars, but for the last A challenge, but we don't buy the cars for that. We rent them because it helps keep it all like standardized and everything. So renting the cars means that we get the cars exactly as they are in sport mode. Well, they get BOP anyway, but just to help keep that challenge all standardized. Where are we from? We are from the UK, from England and UK. Where we're based. We are up in, I don't know, with it being, well, it's classed as East Midlands, but it's I think East Midlands. It's kind of in the middle, but it is classed as East Midlands. Where we're based. That we've got not too far from here. We've got the East Riding of Yorkshire, bit of Yorkshire. Right, 5 minutes. Birmingham, it's not hugely far away from me, Birmingham. So a couple of years ago, I was in Wolverhampton. There was a 10k race in Wolverhampton at the Molineux Stadium that I was doing. Popped down for that. A big thanks as well, Freddy, for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Doubt we're going to beat this time today, but we'll still give it a go. down in the corner. We used to have quite a few, so back in lobby driving days, we used to have a lot of deliveries to Birmingham. Because half the places we went to were just, they were absolute nightmares. Absolute nightmares to get into in an Arctic with a 45-foot trailer on the back. Absolute nightmares. And it's like, well, where do you want it? Oh, in there, mate. Really? You want us to back it in there? Yeah. Well, 3 hours later, kind of thing. We had loads of drops down that way. Seven. Too bad. Yeah, I think some of the drops we used to do, they were down like residential streets and like housing estates and stuff, and it's like, well, we've got a 45-foot trailer with 50 ton of granite marble on the back. We can't just drive it through the estate. Oh no, that's where our yard is, just down there. So that's where we want it. Well, fair dues then, but we're gonna have to. Well, we're gonna have to block off the whole housing estate to get down, aren't we? That's, well, if that's where you want it. So, sorry guys, but you can't go to work for about half an hour because we need to be in, and well, yeah, we're coming in now, so that's basically it. Fun times. Oh, it'll be fun in this lobby as well. Oh, blimey, it will be. There's some fast guys in here. Well, I am the only one in the GTR Nismo. Well, not a Viper. This will be fun. Wow. Well. Place your bets now. We're going to be last, or we're going to be somewhere. Oh, blimey. Right, positive vibes. That's all we can do. Eastern US, hoping to visit the UK in the future. I think so. I don't know what to say on this. I really don't. It's just mighty. Just how the Viper's taken over as got no words for it really. I think we just finished the race and then we'll come back to it afterwards. Well, there we go. See what we can do. All we can do. The Viper Cup. Right, off you go. Right, here we go. Yeah, cheers, going good. And kept the gels. Appreciate it, as always. Laggy. Well, I kind of studied it a little bit, but not really. Oh, right, here we go. Right, this will be interesting. Just move over. Right, I'll stay here. Unless you're going to bump it to try and get us back up to those guys, but can't see it happening. One lap to go. See what happens. Yellers. Getting closer. That's very close. The thing is, they're going to push you through that corner just because they're quicker in the Viper. It's a very polite, well, come on, get on with it, in your Nismo, come on. Well, P12, well, hang on. P12 in an all Viper lobby. Take that one. It was interesting, that one. Trying to keep up with all the Vipers. It's got such an advantage though over everyone else in the on the straights and everything, the Viper. Well, I think looking at the time, that is going to be our last race, I think, for today. Because, yeah, time's getting on a bit now. But it has been not too bad today. We've got special stage route X for daily race A, which is, what is it? That. Oh, the cars are a bit different, I suppose. There's one or two that are different, but the race is still mostly the same. Then we've got this one. I've seen a bit of this one. Looks very interesting in the Formula 1 car. Try and get around to doing that one at some point. Well, we'll see if we do it or not on Wednesday. One or two bits that I've done, like I say, to help choose the daily and the cars for that race for Wednesday, last 2A. So that'll be, hopefully, it'll give us, it'll be kind what I've made, and it'll give me, well, we can't complain. It gives us whatever it gives us, I think, on that one. So that's how it's going to be on that one. Oh, that's the wrong bit for the oil change. Don't need doing, but we'll do it anyway. And we'll do the price spin and see what we're going to get. 10,000 credits, 30,000 credits, are parts that we're not going to use. An engine swap that we might want to use, or whatever. 4-star roulette. 30,000 credits. 15,000. 10,000. Ah, 10,000 credits. There you go. $10,000 credits to round it out for today. So that is it from us for today. Bit of an up and down on Sardinia. Let's have a look and see what we where we are, so not too bad. SR's gone down a little bit towards the back end, but we are still where we are on this account. And we'll see on Wednesday how far we can get on Last to A. So Last to A on Wednesday, episode 2, the challenge where we start from scratch and get to A. A rank in sport mode, no qualifying, no meta cars. Those are the rules. We've got 3 lifelines to help. Last week we didn't use any of them, so we do have all the lifelines intact from last week. And 1 or 2 bits, like I say, that I've done just to try and make it a bit more, I don't know, like just more like standardized on what like the cars we use and the tracks that we go on, etc. So at some point before, I'm gonna say, I don't know, if we go to the well, the Viper's the meta car, so the Viper's a no. So one of the races has got a car specifier, so I don't need to do that. So what I'll do is Wednesday, at some point, I shall do the draw and see which cars. So it's 5 cars that I've narrowed it down to. So 5 cars that are going to run on the challenge for the stream. I will try and do the draw as close as we can to it so that we can see the leaderboards update and whatnot. And then we're definitely not picking cars in the top 100 that are, well, the meta's been the Viper mainly. So, yes, we'll do the draw beforehand. And then the cars that the draw chooses will be the cars that will run in the stream. And we'll also pick the daily as well by random. So the daily race will be random as well. We'll pick the daily and we'll just go from there. So should be quite interesting. So do join us for that on Wednesday, the Last to A Challenge episode 2. And big thanks for tuning in for today. Big thanks again for all the support on the channel. I think we had Farrick earlier becoming a member. Absolute hero supporting the channel. And if you are new to the channel, do feel free to like and subscribe for more GT7. That would be very much appreciated. And big thanks for tuning in today and for our new subscribers as well that have joined us on the journey on the channel today. Nice to have you and welcome to the channel. So until next time, well, Wednesday when we do Last to A Challenge episode 2, do like, do subscribe, do take care. And before my mouse is working, what I'd like to do, if you're new to the channel, is just like to have a look and see who may be around that we can raid. Someone else in the community that we can send you over to, which is not me. Try that again. Right, you can't raid yourself. So what we'll do instead is we won't raid ourselves. We'll raid Speedy instead. By the look of it, that'll work. Right, done. Right, Speedy is where you should end up, all being well. Not me, you can't raid yourself. So Speedy is where you should go. Do like and sub to Speedy's channel if you're new. I'm sure they'd very much appreciate it. And big thanks again from me for all the support today, all the views, all the likes as well. I think we've got 30 likes today, which is massively appreciated. And do hit the like button on your way out if you've not done so. That would also be very much appreciated. And like I say, Wednesday we'll be back to do Last to A episode 2. So do join us then. And until then, have a good one. And I'll catch you then. Bye.